Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Tina's Tiny Tuesdays. It is Christmas Eve. It is the joyous time, the time when we remember that the Savior was sent to the world. I don't know exactly what I'm painting today. I figure maybe I'll start with something Christmassy and then we'll go from there. Hi, Sabrina.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
¿Y tú? Aren't you supposed to say ¿y tú?
Yeah, yeah.
Muy bien. Dios te bendiga.
Yep, Dios te bendiga.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Okay, we're passing out. Zapatos!
Pescado.
Rojo.
Baño.
Azul.
Amarejo. You took 3 years of Spanish.
Where did you put away your baño?
I said baño.
Oh, I said, is that bad?
Probably.
Why can't I think of colors? Negro.
Blanca.
Bonita.
Niño.
Yeah.
Dang it. I think that might be all the Spanish we know, guys.
What is yellow?
Didn't I say yellow?
What did you say?
Amarejo?
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Wait, what's green?
Verde?
That makes sense. It's verde. Alright. Painting, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's Spanish lesson. Big brush, big brush. I don't know if you guys can really tell, but I added some lights to the set to get in that Christmassy mood. Weird. I just felt like I had a scratch or a cut or something. Yeah. Sabrina turned around mincingly, as if she was the one who did the thing. I feel like the music is just a tad bit too loud, so I'm gonna turn that down. Oh, I just realized I don't have it on multi-stream, so if people are talking, I can't see what they're saying. working from a reference right now. I'm just kind of doing whatever. Mustard! I know those two songs have nothing to do with each other. It's a safe bet to guess that I don't know.
Goodbye, party people.
Bye. You better join on one of your devices and say things in the comment section like, "Hello, this is me, your proud older sister."
Absolutely. Let's go surfing. Let's go surfing.
I hope everyone's Christmas is a good time tomorrow. I expect a lot of tears from my siblings about certain things. Certain gifts. For a while, for some reason, there was a competition amongst my older siblings to see which one of them could get a gift that would make me cry. It was very touching and thoughtful, but at the same time, it's you know, it just feels slightly malicious. Like I'm gonna make her cry. And get this, and she's gonna bawl. I'm not talking about like us being like this is. I don't know. I'm like the competition started when I was like I don't know like 17, 18, and they were just like I really want to make her cry this year. I don't know why I'm doing like gruffly man voices, because most of my siblings are women. And it's always a goal to get one gift that makes someone emotional. And I think there are certain things that were purchased this year that will accomplish that on many fronts, not just from me, but I know some things other siblings have gotten for each other and or done for each other, and so I expect there to be a lot of tears tomorrow, but happy tears, good tears. Oh, that color. That cloud is a little nice looking. A little bright spot. Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you. Let's get some more magenta up in here. Let's see what that magenta can do for this piece. Okay. Throw a little color back in here, okay? Back in the horizon. Now I'm going to get an angled brush don't know why I wanted. It felt like the thing to do. Gonna get some blue, some black. We're gonna get a little bit of magenta. Magenta is the color for this piece apparently, because I just keep going back to it. But blue, black, and a touch of magenta to get like a dark purple going, right? Oh, and while I'm working on this, I do want to mention, because I keep forgetting to like post it on YouTube. I did mention it last week on stream, but my calendar, I finally finished it, guys. It only took forever, like almost to the end of the year. But my wall calendar for 2025, it is complete. Those are some of the paintings up. There are 36 there are 36 paintings included in this calendar. So here is here's some paintings that are in July. Here's whoops, January got moved way out of whack. Here's some paintings that are in January. So for each month there are 3 paintings that were selected to be a part of the collection for that month. I'm trying to get you know, the different feel, because, you know, for example, January it's usually a very cold month, but there's these dark pieces with a lot of light in them to kind of give you still that like hopeful feel for the year, because, you know, people usually have a lot of, you know, personal goals that they set, a lot of you know, although those, I forget what they're, New Year's resolutions, that's what they're called. It came to me. People usually set a lot of New Year's resolutions, and then some people don't stick with them and stuff, but it's, even though January can feel very cold and very, very dark sometimes, there's still, you know, little light shining, little brightness, you know, amongst the darkness. And so that was the kind of thought process behind January. July was just like, I'm an American. I'm an American. So we got the Statue of Liberty with fireworks. You got a bald eagle on a perch getting ready to take off. You got the flag, you know, just very, very America, very July, very, kind of just like a wholesome, just like America feeling. But yeah, that's the cover. If you want to get that, it is available on my website, tinastextportraits.com. You can type in tinastextportraits.com/paintings, and that'll take you directly to where the calendar is. It's like the second thing on the thing. You can see it's right there. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can get that. It is made by, it is printed by like a print-on-demand service, and so I'm not directly shipping it to people. And so it does take a slightly bit longer to get it to you, because it's not like I can just get it from a box and ship it out to people, you know. It's someone else handling that for me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. For those that do get it and those that have gotten it, thank you. I appreciate you. Makes me feel good that people like to have my art in various forms. I've thought about doing a couple things. Kind of expanding some of the paintings that I've made, not just because I do like making these minis and these one-offs, but sometimes I think about like making things that are specifically for going to print on like on different products and things. Okay, so now that we have this mountain, a touch more of the magenta, mix it in with some white. And we're gonna start putting in some snow. This is kind of like, this is definitely a shadow layer for the snow. Oh, look at that, look at that. Oh! I see that little touch was like, a little bright spot, little color. It looks nice. A little bit more white into that mixture that I had over here. I'm gonna go back over it in some spots. It'll be just a little bit more light shining. I get a little bit more magenta. It looks nice. It looks nice. Uh-oh, I got green in it. I got green in it. No, go back. No, no, no. Edit undo. Oh no. Hi, Katrina. I see your comments, so it's like I'm seeing you too. What'd you say, Sabrina? Yeah, it was corny. I thought she might appreciate. Venus said I sounded like Mr. Rogers. Oh my gosh. just trying to blah, blah. I'm trying to create a misty area down here where there's like might be some snow, might be a goblin, might be a frost giant trying to eat you. Who knows? Who knows? But then there's gonna be like a cliff, like someone's like standing there, like looking, like just stay with me, stay with me. Gonna get a rock color for this piece, which is black, blue, I forget the shade, and magenta. I kind of want to do a space one after this. Why? I don't know. Just it seems like the thing to do. It's been a while since I painted a space one. I don't think I've painted one since before Comic-Con. And Comic-Con was like a month ago, so it feels like a long time. It feels like a long time. But it was probably probably painted it in October. These lo-fi Christmas carols are just hitting different today. I need to look at a cliff. Ah, there we go. Nice, beautiful rocks. I remember when I used to work in the mall, I used to get so irritated by Christmas music because I'd be hearing it all the time. Like all the "Here Comes Santa Claus" and that kind of stuff. It was just like I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. The songs about Jesus, that was fine, but all the other ones were just like, get out of here. I'm wasting my time. And so you would just hear it every single day. Non-stop. But you know what's worse than hearing the same 30 Christmas songs over and over again? hearing the same 12 songs all day, every day, working at Foot Locker. Because they would send you a DVD that you were supposed to play that had music videos on it. And so it was just, you could use it to, the DVD to count how many hours you had left in work. It's like, okay, I only have to hear Crunk Ain't Dead 5 more times before my shift is over. It made me miss the non-stop Christmas music, not gonna lie. Now we have our first painting. Smooth that out a little bit. It's too white. There we go. First painting. had too much black on my brush, and now you can't see any of the colors. Oh dear. Oh dear, we're going to have to change that, aren't we? Get a little bit of stars. To mute so the blow dryer doesn't blow out your eardrums. We are gonna do some watery layers because it did not work out the other way. So we got to figure out a different way. Which is fine. Totally fine. Sometimes the path we choose not the path we meant to take, and we have to readjust. Again, totally fine. Totally fine. That's a great thing about art. You get so many chances to do it all over. Choose a different path, make a different way. If something doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. If something feels a bit awkward, you can just stop. You can just stop. At any point, at any time. And just choose to do something else. Ultramarine and magenta make such pretty colors when you put them together. Just want to say I appreciate everybody that is currently watching the stream. Looks like I got all lurkers today. No one's chatting it up. Well, that's fine too. I do appreciate you guys watching, whether you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Twitch. I appreciate your viewership and you taking time out of your busy Christmas season schedule to watch me do terrible accents and paint things. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your time. I think I'm done with the stars for now, so I'm gonna put our first painting back into view. last time I did a space painting, I was like, I'm not just gonna leave it space, I'm gonna put something, like I'm gonna put a spaceship. And I think I might do I think I might do that. I'm gonna look at a couple spaceships. I kinda like the way that looks. They didn't have spaceships in that shit. What am I thinking about? They didn't actually go into, they had Stargates. They didn't like, okay, never mind. Never mind about that, but I think this Battlestar Galactica ship looks pretty interesting. I don't know if this is a good ship or a bad ship. I didn't watch the show. But my mother did. She was fond of it back in the day. I wasn't super into space stuff at the time when Battlestar was on. Like, I had seen the Star Wars movies against my will. And I had, you know, you get forced to watch things as a kid. My parents, whenever they would do this thing whenever there was like a new one of a movie that was coming out that we didn't remember, they would sit down with us and make us, more so my dad than my mom, sit down and make us watch the previous films so that we could understand what was happening in the new one. That happened when that new Rocky had came out, when he was older, when his son was like an adult. He made us watch all the previous Rockies. When Star Wars Episode 3 was coming out, he made us watch everything. When the Lord of the Rings, the third Lord of the Rings came out, we had to sit down and watch 1 and 2. And so sometimes, like, watching things was just like, I don't wanna, and it's just like, shut up, this is what we're doing tonight.
Oh, that looks nice.
Thank you. This is Gina, everybody. I know you just saw her chest, but now there's her face.
Hi.
She lives in another state, so she doesn't pop in too often. Okay, let me reform what. Okay. Spaceship. My brother will watch Battlestar Galactica as well. It just, I don't know, it wasn't my thing at the time. I'm sure if I watched it back, I'd be like, this is some great television. But it just wasn't my thing at the time it was airing. I did like watching other things on the Sci-Fi Channel, though. I did enjoy watching Eureka. What else? I watched Warehouse 13 sometimes with Mom. Well, that woman, she lived for the Sci-Fi Channel and HGTV. I'm sure if the Sci-Fi Channel had like a fake HGTV series, that would have been everything she wanted in a television show. Crown molding in a battle class spaceship? Oh yeah. A winding staircase to get to the captain's chair? Get that spaceship right now. I was just like buying a whole planet and like looking at like the... Oh, it's been newly terraformed. The resident species tastes just like popcorn chicken. Or like a Pimp My Ride, but for spaceships. Sci-Fi Channel, feel free to contact me about any of my ideas. Dark Matter is a pretty good one too. A pretty good sci-fi show. I remember back in the day when every Saturday they'd have a new sci-fi original TV show. Not TV show, a new sci-fi original movie. That was way back when sci-fi was spelled the old way of sci-fi. And that was, ooh. I want to say I was like in the 5th, 6th grade watching those movies with Mom. Merry Christmas, Zamboni. I don't know why I started right here for the spaceship. I should have. It's cut off now, and I just don't plan properly when it comes to spaceship placement. It is very obvious to me at this point, because this is the second or third spaceship where it was just like, dude, what are you doing? What are you making? Are people gonna be able to recognize this with how weirdly you've cropped it? Surprisingly, the answer is yes. I was at a craft show, and someone was, when I was making the Rocinante, when I was painting it, I was like, why did I make it like this? I should have scooted it over more and stuff. But, when I was at a craft show, someone was like, is that the show, the spaceship from The Expanse? And I was like, the Rocinante? Yeah. And I was like, yeah. So I guess the moral of the story of my own self-doubt is that nerds know nerd stuff. So maybe I shouldn't freak out. Myself. I don't know why. I could have just left it at galaxies and crap. I don't know why. I'm always like, oh yeah, put a spaceship. That'll look cool. A spaceship from a TV show I've watched probably 30 minutes of my entire life. Let me just sit down and try and recreate this spaceship. But I don't know what it looks like or what it does. It's a great idea. I'm sure it'll turn out fine, though. I'm sure it'll turn out fine. There are very few things that I paint nowadays where it's like, oh my gosh, I absolutely hate that. I mean, it could still happen, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll paint something Christmassy after this
Battlestar Galactica's spaceship, I swear. I just felt like painting space. I think this is pretty good so far. Yeah, there's still a lot more detail that needs to be added, but I think this is pretty good.
I think I'm actually gonna get my tiny brush to do some. Where is it? Okay. Oh, it's a little frayed. Maybe I should. I'll do the liner. Got my liner brush. I'll bring you guys a little bit closer so you can see the small detailing that I'm about to do on this spaceship. A little bit closer, and I like increased it by like 200%. The ship has got all like these small panels on it, I guess you could say. Small little detailing panels. And usually I don't do stuff like this on spaceships. I just kind of let texture of the brush just kind of do stuff. I don't usually like actually go in and do some of this finer line work. I don't know. I'm doing it today though. I'm doing it today. And this part, there's like a clear line you can see. I know Christmas is literally tomorrow, but I do take commissions. If anyone is interested, I do take commissions for tiny paintings, bigger paintings. Obviously, if you commission something today, you won't have it before Christmas, unless you just happen to live in my neighborhood or something. That'd be weird. Actually, that did happen one time. I met someone at Comic-Con, they asked if I do commissions, and I said yes, and then when I went to ship it out to them, I realized they lived in my neighborhood, so I just emailed them and I was like, hey, we're kind of neighbors, can I just walk this over to you? What time of the day are you gonna be home? But yeah, I do take commissions, guys, if that is something you're interested in. Throwing that out there. Oh, there is some red on some parts of the ship. Could have just grabbed some metallic red that I actually have, but this is what we're going with, guys. There's a touch of red over here. There's like an emblem or insignia. I don't know whose it is. Like I said, I didn't watch this show. Touch of red over by what I assume are guns. I know the holidays can be kind of hectic for a lot of people, so I hope when you guys are chilling in this stream, I hope it brings you some peace, a little bit of tranquility. A little bit of rest, because I know this world, this life, it can be very hectic. So hope you wait, why does it look like it's blushing? Ooh. Let me make this actually red and not like pink. Oh gosh. I can't get okay. It still looks like it's blushing to me, oh my gosh. I've realized some errors in my shipbuilding prowess. It's fine though. It's fine. I think it'll. I still think it's a pretty decent Battlestar Galactica ship. Put some highlights on some areas, and then I'll move on to something Christmassy, because it is the Christmas season.
I totally forgot about the front of the ship. That's my bad, guys. I don't know who else's bad it could have been, but that's definitely my bad. Okay, now I've got some details in the front. And there is like a little bit of orange. Please don't be dry, please. Okay. And the emblem too. Again, don't know what the emblem is because I didn't watch the show. But we got a Battlestar Galactica ship. Now, is it the most 3D ever? No, but it's probably the best 2-inch Battlestar Galactica painting that exists. Because I doubt there's a whole lot. Alright, now let's make something Christmassy. That looks nice. I found something that's giving me inspiration. Ultramarine. Gonna get some yellow ochre. Way too much. Oh, I'm still zoomed in. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. There, that's better. Too much yellow. I can fix this, I can fix this.
going to dry this real quick, so I'm going to mute. Okay, I'm gonna leave that brush be. So, trying to make it so that there's some cloud cover coming through, so it's not like super duper bright, but it's like the cloud cover and the sunshine are fighting me for dominance. And I'm just like, can't we just get along, guys? Please? Please?
but I'm gonna move on from that. Right now, I've got bigger fish to fry. I'm gonna make a bunch of tree limbs. So we got a bunch of random tree limbs, and now I'm going to start adding some slightly more detailed trees. Gonna put in some evergreens. They're not gonna look too green because of the way the sun is doing its thing. It's gonna look like an everblue, but hey, it's an evergreen. It's just sunlight shenanigans. Adding in a couple more evergreens. Oh, right in front of me. Looks like I'm gonna squeeze some over here. Gonna add in some buildings. Need a touch of water just so it runs a little bit better. You might be wondering, why'd you put in the trees if you're just gonna block them? I didn't know exactly how I wanted the buildings to lay and how I wanted them to be in the piece, so it's always best just to make your background stuff first, and then if something gets covered up, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's also another reason not to go overboard with details in your background, because it could very easily be covered up, and your background stuff, it's there to fill space, it's there to kind of give life to some things, but it's not a major focus, and it's okay to lose details in the back. It's okay to not take a long time with stuff that's in the background, because again, it's there to fill space, to make the subject of your piece feel more, I don't know, just so it's not just existing in a vacuum. Like if I really just wanted to, like, let's say I add in like a lake down here, right? Let's say I just mark off this area, right? If my main focus was just like the lake and like light reflecting off of it, I mean, yeah, I could just make a lake and leave it at there, but now that there's, you know, this whole forest, there's the different types of trees, there's this whole Christmas village, it makes for a more interesting composition. And so when you're making art, when you're making things, you have to think, okay, let's say you wanted to paint a snake. Okay, you want to paint a snake, but where is the snake? Is it laying on grass? Is it in like a more deserty area? Where, like, what's happening with the snake? What's the snake doing? What's, you know? You know, things don't just like exist in like a video game void where you can just like place a character and there just be no up, no down, no anything, no logic to it. In the real world, when you're painting in the real world things exist in areas, and there's so much information and stuff and knowledge, and you know, I'm just rambling at this point, but you have to think about not just the subject of your piece, but also the background stuff and yada yada yada. And you can just make, you know, just like make a portrait or something of an animal, of a snake or whatever. you can do that, or let's say you have an original character, you can do that, but if you just have them like sitting on like a plain white background, it's gonna feel a little empty, you know? If you can throw them, you know, even if you're just throwing like some colors behind them that just kind of makes it look like they're somewhere, that's gonna make your piece so much more interesting, rather than you just slapping someone somewhere and, you know, and there's no context to where they are or what they're doing. So your tip for the day is think about your full composition, not just exactly what you want in like your main subject, but also take into account that you don't have to work on background details for forever. You don't have to put a ton of information in the background, because it is in the background. It's not your subject, it's not your main piece, you know. You can leave details out. You can, like, I'm about to just add some blobs so it looks like there's more trees, you know. You don't have to stress over the small details that are in the background, because they're in the background. They really don't matter that much. I am working with a reference right now. I'm not trying to make a one-for-one or anything. I am just kind of looking at some of the details for the buildings. I'm not trying to make the buildings exactly or anything. I'm not trying to make a reproduction. It's just, there are some things I like about the piece. I don't want to remake or recreate the piece, you know? Nice little Christmas village vibe that they had going, but I don't want to completely copy or anything. I just needed to look at some architecture, see how some things would lay and look, and how some shadows would be. see the brush I need.
Okay.
Okay. Here's like a square brush that I had. Smaller than this one. Smaller than this one, but I don't know where it is currently, so I'm not gonna fret about it.
in windows where there's a lot of light. I am
Blocking it off in white first, so you can see I've made parts of the buildings a little brighter than some of the others. Like this top is lighter than the bottom half. And same over here. Put a couple of maybe like white poles. realize there's no doors on any of these buildings.
No escape. No escape. Just permanent Christmas village. You cannot escape the jolly good joy.
Yeah, we're gonna put doors.
It is getting close to the 2-hour mark, so I will have to bid you guys adieu fairly soon. Bid you farewell. I hope everyone has a very merry, wonderful Christmas this year. So that's the beginning of the show, but I imagine there will be a lot of tears from me and my family tomorrow. For those, if you know, you know, what we've gone through the past couple months. But not just tears of sorrow, I imagine also tears of joy. Just being able to rejoice with loved ones and look back on the year and just be thankful for where we are, for what we have, and the remaining time we did get to spend with our mother. Oh gosh, I was trying hard not to cry. Got on eyeliner today, guys. Can't just be willy-nilly just shedding tears. But I expect it to be a wonderful time for us. I hope it's a wonderful time for you as well. If you can't be with friends, if you can't be with family, I hope you can be with friends. And if you can't be with either one of those, then I'm sorry, but I hope you can find peace and joy in other ways. And if you got no loved ones to spend the holiday with, you know what? Jesus loves you. Just throwing that out there. If you just want to spend some time with Jesus and someone that knows you better than yourself and knows you better than your family could ever possibly know you, because you know, omniscience and all that jazz. But I hope this is a wonderful, wonderful holiday for everybody that is watching. I hope you guys get to have good food and good times. I know some people have cut off family for various reasons. And I've seen a lot of posts about people cutting off family because of what happened in November, which is just silly. They're still your family, and you never know how much longer you have with them. So cherish the people that you have in your life. Hug them. Tell them you love them. Play Uno with them. I don't know. What is your Christmas tradition? Ours is... we don't really have one. When we were younger, we'd play a lot of Smash Brothers and we'd play board games too. We'd play like Scattergories and the Game of Things. We didn't like playing Monopoly because Mother would cheat. She would forbid us from purchasing like half of the board. So
we didn't like playing Monopoly, but we all enjoyed playing Uno together and different things. So spend some times with the ones you love. Just enjoy their company and just be grateful for the time that you have with them. Because you never know what day could be your last or it could be their last. But those are English. What is it? How does it work? Nobody knows, especially not me. Those are the paintings for today. Blah blah. I don't like what I just did. I don't like what I just did. Didn't like that either. Okay. I should have left it alone. I should have left it alone. I should have left it alone. Okay. It's fine now. It's fine. It's just gonna be a two-tone building. Anyway, thank you guys for stopping in and spending time with me. I appreciate you guys, whether you're watching on YouTube or Twitch. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy life to watch me paint. If you do want to visit my website, it's tinastextportraits.com. I do have that calendar, that wall calendar. If you want to get yourself or someone a late Christmas gift, you can be like, hey, you know, it's in the mail. You know how the post office is. Yeah, so I have that wall calendar available. If you guys are interested, you can go to tinastextportraits.com/paintings, and it's the second thing. Yeah. Get that wall calendar. Get that wall calendar! Or you guys can go and see other artwork that I've done and other artwork that I have available. And I do have commissions open. You guys can, you know, whether that's for a mini or a text portrait or whatever floats your boat. But I appreciate you guys. I expect to stream Thursday. I don't have a definitive answer if I will or not. Who knows? I'll probably be streaming on Thursday. Can't think of a good reason why I wouldn't be, but you know, sometimes things happen. But if I'm not streaming Thursday, I will be live next Tuesday, so you guys can catch me again making more tiny paintings. Have a safe and wonderful holiday. I love you guys. Goodbye.